Welcome to your invitation to trading reality. Today, I will share some key ingredients for trading success or problems with you. I want you to take a little notepad and a pen or a pencil because you'll need to do a little exercise with me today to see and face reality of how you can trade successfully or why it might not work. We will do a couple of differentiations between trading and gambling, and we will work with the mindset, the preparation, and all the key ingredients that help you for moving forward and turning yourself into the trader that you want to be. My name is Thomas Barman, and I want to make you aware of the risk in trading. To bring you to trading reality, I like to play a little game with you, and you need your notepad, pen, or pencil for following me on that. So we take a bag and we put red and green marbles inside. And we have a very simple rule. Yeah, we take a draw, and if we have a green marble, then it's a win. If we have a red one, it's a loss. Always after the draw, we put the marble back into the bag so that we always work with the same conditions. We are known for high probability trading, and to translate that into the game, what do? Yeah, we put more green ones in than red ones because we assume we more often get the direction of the market right than wrong. Yeah, and we express that with the marbles in the bag, and then we take our draw. But when you say, oh wow, from that constellation, if that's true, do I then have a license to print money? You'll be surprised. No, you don't. You'll need to do the right things over and over, and I'll teach you how. With our high probability trade setups, we're aiming for attainment rates above 65% so that we have accuracy of directional price moves that we can predict. To bring that in correlation of the game, we'll take 13 marbles out of 20 in green, so 13 potential winners, 7 in red out of a total sample of 20. Under those conditions, the rules stay the rules here. So you win on green, you lose on red. So let's see how it works out. What we want you to do is write down the number 100,000 on your notepad. That is our starting capital that we imagine for that game. And so if you feel lucky on the first draw, you say, okay, I'll risk 50. So you got 50 in account, 50 you put in the game, bang, green comes, you win. So what's your account value? 50 plus 50, 100, and 50 you kept in your cash box, $150,000. So what do we do now? You feel lucky because the winner takes it, so you risk $100,000. Yeah. So with 100,000 you go in, and you're lucky again. Bang, you win. So 100,000 you bet, 100,000 you won, and 50 you kept in the cash box. What's your account value now? 250,000. So see how it works? That's what we're going to do, and we go through several drawings and see how that pans out for you. Are you ready? Set your bet. So first drawing is going to come up. I'll ask you to set your bet, note it down, and then afterwards you take the difference. So what are we going to have on the first one? Lucky or not, bang, red. Okay, first one is a loss. So what you do is, what you bet, you deduct from your original 100,000 and you write down your new balance. So now from your new balance, what's going to be your bet? What are you risking? Are you ready for the draw? Hopefully you are. And what do we have? Green. Okay, this is a winner. So you take what you bet, you add it to the initial balance, and now you know your new balance for the next game. Game number 3 is on the horizon. Are you feeling lucky? What's your bet? Do you have your bet ready? I go in, I draw a marble. What is it going to be? Red or green, red or green, red or green? Red. Okay, so whatever you bet on the third game, you deduct from your balance, and now you have a new balance, and we go into the next game. The next draw is coming up. You have to make a decision. What are you betting on that game? You feeling lucky? Or you feeling really discouraged? 2 out of 3 went wrong. What are you going to do? Set your bet, please. Set your bet, please. Write it down. And now we have what? Green. This is a winner. Yep. Okay, so these are the first 4. We have 2 red ones, 2 green ones. And you strike your balance, please, so that we afterwards can summarize what the outcome is. The financial markets basically go on around the clock, and there's always something to bet on. And so therefore we're going to go on. We're not just having like the 4 bets we did another one. Write down what you're going to bet. A new drawing comes up, and what do we have? Lucky or not lucky, set your number, here, boom, woof. Number 5, a red one. So deduct what you bet from what you had as a balance, and that's your new balance, and make a decision, because game number 6 to game number 10 come up here, and we'll see what the drawing brings us and how we balance the whole thing. Yeah, so number 6, green. Whoa, you're a winner. So add to your numbers, do your little bookkeeping, so you're ready. Game number 7, how much you gonna bet? Yeah, how much do you have left? What are you gonna bet? What will be your outcome? We take a draw, and this one again, we get a red one. So deduct the result from what you had, and then we move on. Be ready for game number 8 and set your bet. Here, game number 8, again red. Okay, you have to deduct that too from your outcome, and we get ready for game number 9 and the game number 10. Game number 9 is on the horizon. Set your bet. What do you want to do? You feel lucky or you feel scared because of all the red ones? Is the red ones going to break? Is the series continue? What's going to happen? Your bet is important. Put it down, write it down, and then deduct it or add it to your balance. Here we go. Green. Okay, this is a winner. So add to your balance, strike, and know what your number is. How much of that number do you want to bet on the next game? Will we be lucky or will we take a red? What's going to be it? Yeah, green. So we have now 10 draws, and we're going to strike a balance and see if that was in a correlation of the 20 marbles with 13 green ones and 7 red ones. So after 10 games, let's strike a balance. We had a bag with 13 green marbles and 13 red ones in. We did 10 drawings, and now we want to summarize the results that came out to and see if there were in specifications. Yeah, we had 6 winners on green and we had 4 losses on red. What we're going to do with that, because it relates very much to trading reality, when you're at home now, add up and see where you stand. And what I'm going to do is to invite you over and into a statistic for when we played that game a couple of times with people, what the results were after 10 games and after 20 games, and how everything panned out, and where it will lead to helping you to define a strategic action plan for your trading. Here's the average statistic of that game and what comes out of it. Yeah. So you see, after 10 games in the light blue bar, that are the results, and after 20 games, the big blue bar. Yeah. And then you see here the account balanced example. This one says after 10 games, about 30% of the participants lose everything they had, and 40% after 20 games. Wonder what was happening, what was going on there. And on the other hand, we know after 10 games, 10% of the participants make a ton of money. Yeah, so they double what they started with. And after 20 games, even 20% of the participants, they got lucky and they guessed the direction right, and they made a lot of money. But the problem is the behavior of this group and this group is a guessing behavior and taking high risk. So the one can swing like what the other is doing in the wrong side very quickly. And operating in the financial market means not only to make money, it also means to keep it. And to keep it and to make money, we want to concentrate today here, because there we can put the guesswork out of it. We can put a systematic in it so that you can repetitively achieve results in those areas, and we show you how. Imagine to take a structured approach, yeah, and you want to have your landing zone somewhere here. Yeah, so say, okay, with a structured approach, I want to continuously make money participating in the market direction, and I'm operating with a 65% or higher system, so therefore I can get the direction more right than wrong, and with that participate. What would be my first decision? First decision would be systematic, telling you, okay, when I have 20 games I want to participate in, and I know in average I should win 13 out of them, let me operate here, for example, with a fixed dollar amount. We can do that later on also with percentages, and we teach that, but let's operate with a fixed dollar amount. What do? So you say, okay, to be part of that game, I'll divide 100,000, my base capital, by 20. So I'm operating in a boring way and manner because I'm risking 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, regardless of the game, because I know from the get-go I get 13 right in average and I get 7 wrong. And in that way, I survive. I'm not getting into that group where the 50,000 just went out the door. I have to get it back. Now I do my revenge trading and boom, the account gets emptied out. Yeah, we'll do it in a structured way and manner because we know from past history there is a high chance that we win more than we lose. However, losing is part of the game, but we do it in a structured way and manner. So with that, we limit our risk. And we do it in the first game within going through limiting our risk by focusing on a fixed betting amount. So we don't bet more than the 5% to achieve 20 games and be in the game for that long. So what would be the outcome of that? Yeah. So when we go here and say, okay, when we have 13 wins times $5,000 is $65,000 win, 7 losses, that's a $35,000 loss that we also book. The balance of that is a $30,000 net win. So that means a 30% return. That's a return just by going to a meaningful approach that can keep you in the game for long because you can repeat that often multiple times a day, multiple times a week, definitely multiple times a year. Because look, the market is open always and is basically open for 24 hours. So opportunities come up with a high probability system. You just have to stay in the game to not waste your account before the game starts. So you see, from a structured approach, we'll have the future mapped out for us, and we'll take what out of the game? Excitement and overexcitement, and guessing and gambling and excessive risks. Because we act like professional athletes. When the moment is there, we act and we train the situation and we operate by clear cut rules over and over and over again. However, now comes the point. We called never loss trading, that originally came from never stop loss trading, because we help our students how to repair a trade. That means we now start to operate not making this bigger, yeah, we keep that, but keep making this smaller. So how do we do that? How can that be done? And what will it change the results to? So this is telling you that besides a good system, you also need to have strategy and skills and tools on hand that help you in critical situations when things go wrong. And how can you fix the situation? So imagine, again, the winners are 65,000. Those are the 13 times $5,000 that were betted and won. On the other hand, we now reduce the losses by adding to the trade, by not giving the trade up, by trying to change it around, by fighting back. And you can do that as a retail trader with a normal margin account. It is all possible for you. We show and teach that. That's where originally our name comes from. And what will be the striking balance? So you moved from a $30,000 result to a $55,000 result. So you upped your income tremendously by adding to a trade, and you don't even need additional cash for it, but you need a margin account in particular for that type of trading that we do here. Or you drive it to the next level, you'll do it even more. You reduce your risk to about 20% in the trade by taking certain opportunities, and that will be different by your account size. We talk with people who have high account size, we help them to portfolio margin, we'll have different trading strategies, how we show to optimize a situation where on the one side you have an idea of your active income, but on the other hand, when things go wrong, we're trying to better the situation so that we don't lose the entire bet or take the entire risk. And that's a totally opposite approach to the normal trader, because they all run through with big loss, small win. And we try to turn that around, say constant win and little loss. That is never loss trading. And here we would, even if we achieve that, double our original result. And now you see why we focused on that centerpiece, because we can do that with a continuous motion, and we can do that with applying multiple instruments for your trading success. The cool thing in the financial markets is they have multiple of such opportunities per day or intraday. Your challenge is how to find them. And this is where we help. I will show you a graphic, what all is needed and what we do to work individually with you as a student to bring you forward and to give you all the skill sets, the tools, the knowledge, the trade finder, the technology, and everything on hand to be at par to operate in the financial market with a potential fixed outcome, but accepting that there is a risk in trading. This is a busy graphic, but let me guide you through and give you element by element what we see, what it requires for a trader to be successful. Your centerpiece, high probability trade setups. Most of you and most people, they operate with low probability trade setups, and that's the first problem per se, because you can not participate in a guessing game with positive outcome, then everything is luck. So if you have a game set to win by a high probability trade setup, you saw at the beginning still people go broke by applying first of all the wrong strategy, but that's not the only solution. What we do with you is, like here, we work with you as you saw it and repair trades, but also we work with you on a business plan that has a financial plan and an action plan, a financial plan to lay out how many trades can you do in a meaningful time frame, what should be your rate of expectation, what shall be your highest risk, how can you participate in opportunities that are worthwhile to trade for. All that we formulate jointly together and build an action plan that also tells you how you trade, when you trade, how you prepare for your trading, that you have a leading guideline for getting there. And we operate that for all assets and for all meaningful time frames. So for stocks, options, future, forex. Yeah. And so we work with you individually to bring you forward within learning all these elements. And as you see it here, we teach that one-on-one and record each sessions for easy repetition. Why is that? Look, some people that come in, they just want to trade forex and odd pairs. So we train them in doing that to their satisfactions. Others want to just trade certain stocks, the next futures, random lengths lumber. We had somebody that we taught how to do this that might not pertain to you. Adult learning shall first of all consider your individual risk tolerance, your preferred instruments, your preferred time, and also your preferred time to learn. Yeah, so at night at 10 o'clock, not everybody learns well. So therefore, we work often with people early morning. Then they are prepared to bring their knowledge right into the market and test it out, feedback with us because we have coaching sessions after, so that we know everything sits. They can send in their trades. We give a review to the trade. Sometimes it's easy to say, yeah, check mark, textbook, that was how we want to have it. Other times we'll see something different on the chart and say, okay, did you consider this? Because there is a certain pattern how prices work and move. And we help you finding those repetitive patterns and work with the indicators that we put together and focusing you on operating when things are with high likelihood in your favor and then taming your risk when it is not. Yeah, and well, I said it before, it's a difficult task to find the trades, but we do it a couple of ways. In some of our systems, we have watch lists where you can see, okay, which one triggered your favorable setup. We have scanners in some of the systems where you can scan the markets individually on your own, but also we have the never lost trading alerts where day by day we spell out for you where do we see trade setups that follow the system that you're using and how can you put it in action, because we always operate and we spell them out with clear-cut entries, exits and stop. And also we do a quick strike of the odds, and only when the odds are in your favor. That would be a lot of explanation to do here, but only when the odds are in your favor we trade. So you see we go in a very structured way, and we use for that multiple strategies. Sometimes we go in with stocks and options, only options. We do simple option models, and also we help them to repair those. Yeah, because we repair trades, but also we hedge entire portfolios. If something crazy goes on overnight and you have a big portfolio out there, so that you're hedged, that you're supported throughout of all of that. And you see now it takes a lot of details and we document them for you real time on the chart, but also in tutorials that you can go through. And one of our imperative We want other market participants to give us the directional confirmation. We want to trade when others say, yep, that is a good product to sell, or that's a good one to buy. And we built that all into our systems. And through the years we are in business, since 2008, we developed multiple systems, and we enjoy with more than 50% of our clients that they upgrade from one to the other to have more trade accuracy, or they want more trade participation, more signal in a certain time frame with high probability to have a higher participation rate, and with that bring them forward to achieve the results they desire. What I showed you here gives you an idea that trading success comes from a multitude of different skills, technologies, and all of that. I don't go today into charts and all this. I want to really focus here on a basic mechanics and what all should be put together for you. And that's what we do in helping you to turn yourself into the trader that you want to be. And it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would have solved it already. But it's not that complex that you can solve it, because we help you with our time, our effort, our heart, our soul, with everything we can bring in. And you'll have a lot of technology helping you to support your decisions. And you have a lot of reporting helping you on board, telling you where prices move. Come on board, work with us one-on-one as your best available days and times. We'll show you how these systems work, which system also suits you best when we get to know you. So therefore we offer, take a consulting hour with us. Yeah, call us 866-455-4520 for scheduling it, or contact at neverlosstrading.com, and we'll work with you to find which system suits you best. We are looking forward to hearing back from you. Thank you very much for your attention. And how you can integrate all these little models that I showed you here today into your business plan for trading success.